Hello and welcome everybody. We are going to be having an interview and / gaming session with Steve McNeil. If anybody does want to come over, come and sit down, move forward. We're going to be loud and noisy anyway, so it doesn't matter where you sit, but please come over, sit down and come and chill. And we're going to have a Q&A session at the end. Any questions that you have for him, save them till the end and we'll come around with the mic and we'll ask him questions. So let's get Steve McNeil on stage. Up you come. Round of applause. That's it, everybody.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Coming. Take a seat.
Thank you. Do you want me nearer you? Or that's better, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hello.
Make it more comfy.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
Very, very nice.
Thank you for coming along. Thank you for coming to have a chat with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Do you live far?
Well, I live in Milton Keynes, but I've come from Machynlleth in Wales. I was at a comedy festival this morning, so I've just left there to come and do this. So
okay.
3 hours.
3 hours.
Hills. It's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. The weather's nicer there than it was here. It's normally chucking it down, but it was lovely.
The weather hasn't been great here, but
no.
we're inside, so it doesn't really matter.
Doesn't matter. Fine.
Okay, so let's get into this. So you obviously a gaming enthusiast?
Yeah. Yes, very much so.
Just a little bit?
Yeah.
And so where did it all start then? Let's start from the beginning.
Okay. Well, the first gaming console I ever had, I go all the way out. So we had an Adman Grandstand TV Game 2000. That's too niche for even this event. It's a home pong console. We had a home pong console, so my parents had that. So it's literally like the 2 dials and things, on a black and white TV. I don't know how old you are. How old are you?
I can't say on stage.
Oh, right, fair enough. I literally had... Go on. 32.
He's 32.
But yeah, we had...
I said 22.
Yeah, he didn't. He said 42. I was helping. But yeah, we had a black and white TV and had the home pong console thing. That was really nice. The weird thing about it is like, I'm not quite that old. I'm older than you. But I've started working more with ESL, doing more stuff with esports, and like a lot of them are much younger. Their first consoles are things like the PS2 and the GameCube. So I tell them my first console was Pong, and they think I'm about 50, which I'm not yet. I'm getting there, but yeah.
We were talking about this earlier, like what was the first console, and one of the guys here was like a PS1. I was like, I had that in secondary school.
Yeah, exactly.
And there he is, Bates.
Is it you? How old are you? 20. Jesus.
20. Yeah. So my first console that I can remember having was a Commodore 64.
It's not a console. I don't want to pick you up on it unless you're on stage. But
okay, the first gaming unit then.
Fine. Yeah, gaming. All right. Yeah.
Okay, the first console I remember having was a SNES. Then.
No, yeah, that was my first console as well. We was always computers, same as you. So I had the Amstrad CPC was my computer, but same sort of thing. Cassettes. Were you cassettes or do you have a disc?
Cassettes. Yeah.
You cassettes. Yeah.
Yeah, putting them in, not working. Come on, load. Is it going to load? Yeah. No, it's not loading.
My middle class friends, they had discs. We had cassettes. That was working class. That was the class.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, so obviously started off early in gaming.
Yeah.
Where did you go, like, when you got into, like, your teens on from there? Where did you go through gaming then?
Oh, man, I was computers for ages. So we had the Amstrad CPC 464. Then Acorn Archimedes was the one that we had at school. Did you ever have an Acorn Archimedes? I don't know how big a nerd you lot are. You just got your arms crossed. Acorn Archimedes, you heard of it? It's like, no, all right.
There's a couple of people.
There's like a
guy at the back there, he knows.
Yeah, there you go. You've got it. You get it. It was like the BBC Micro, but it came later. But that was nice. So you used to play Lemmings on that at school when no one was looking. And then Amiga 500s and then SNES. SNES was my first console. So I've been Nintendo forever. I picked the right team. I didn't back Sega, so it's still all right.
Well, luckily we do have some Nintendo games we will be playing in a few minutes.
Lovely.
But before we get into that, I heard you have a new book.
You heard? I mean, you know I have.
I know you. I heard. I knew. Yeah. Same thing.
I have got a book out. Yes, it's called Hey Listen. It's about the history of video games, and so I believe I've been summoned here today. I'm going to do a couple of readings from the book, and then we're going to play a couple of games from the book. So
that sounds good to me.
Yeah. So shall I do that now?
Yeah, crack on with the reading.
All right. I'm not going to read from the book because I've edited it, so you don't have to have the boring bits. So I'm going to get rid of that. But the book is good, but this is quicker. So this first bit that I'll read to you from the book is about a guy at Namco called Toru Iwatani. Can everyone hear me all right before I start as well? Can you all hear me all right? Okay, good. So Toru Iwatani didn't want to make video games. He wanted to make pinball machines. Namco didn't want to make pinball machines. They wanted to make video games. So Iwatani made video games. His first three, GB, Bombi, and QTQ, were all video game versions of pinball. Fair play. Don't know how he got away with that 3 times in a row. But eventually he set himself a new challenge to create a non-violent game in the hopes it might appeal to female gamers. Feminist, you decide. In the words of Iwatani, when I imagined what women enjoy, the image of them eating cakes and desserts came to mind. Yeah. And for anybody who's not guessed yet, we're talking about Pac-Man, sort of. He was originally called Pac-Man. in Japan, but they chose to rename him in the West to reduce the risk of offensive graffiti amendments, which sort of makes sense. But if that was such a big risk, how come Nintendo released an arcade version of Duck Hunt? And I know some of you will know I used that as a joke on the TV show, but not everybody's read that, and it's a good joke, so I'm buggered if I'm not putting it in the book. Although despite being the person that wrote that joke, I genuinely only half got it when I wrote it. If you watch, Sam Pamphilon, who was the other team captain on Go 8-Bit, came up to me after we did the show and went, "That's an amazing joke. I'll be careful because I know we've got kids here. But with Duck Hunt, you get 2 for your money in that. You've got the word that's like duck and the word that's like hunt." I genuinely, when I wrote that joke, had no idea the second one was in there. I think I just heard Ellie say Pac-Man and go, okay, well, Puck rhymes with, that's me, that's lunch. Didn't even check the second word in my 2-word joke. But anyway, Pac-Man. Where are we? Yes, I won't read that bit because there's kids. Pac-Man was a very realistic game for its time. For example, Pac-Man moves quicker along empty rows as opposed to the ones where he's eating up pellets, which is just like in real life. Close your eyes. Right, I've just realised that's going to make it much harder for them to read the book, but it'll work here. Close your eyes. Indulge me. Imagine running down a street. Okay? Now, imagine running down that street again, but this time you're eating a bag of minstrels. Huh? Yeah, see? It wouldn't massively affect your speed, but it would take the edge off. It's a very realistic game. It might affect yours. Yeah. You're not a distance runner. No, okay, cool. Anyway, Pac-Man. Every sentence in my book starts with the words Pac-Man. I'm finding out after I've printed it. Never mind. Pac-Man was the first game ever to feature cinematic cutscenes that rewarded players for progressing through its levels, although many questions were left unanswered. For example, we always assume Pac-Man's the hero, but why was he being haunted? What did he do? Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Pac-Man, seriously, Pac-Man's sequel was originally going to be called, unsurprisingly, Pac-Woman, but several female employees suggested Miss Pac-Man instead. However, someone then pointed out that in one of the new game's cutscene animations, a stork delivers a baby, so calling the new character Miss would mean the child was born out of wedlock. So they then briefly renamed her Mrs. Pac-Man before finally permanently christening her Ms. Pac-Man, presumably because by that point they decided the vaguer the name the better, in the hopes of making everyone shut up about the marital status of a fictional yellow circle. I've got one more piece of trivia and then we'll play some games because games are fun.
I love games.
Yeah, me too.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
Playing games all weekend.
Yeah, the old Commodore 64 console. Great game. Right, last fact. One of the ghosts was also renamed in the sequel from Clyde to Sue, after the sister of one of the developers, Doug McRae. Now, you might think it's weird to name a ghost which is dead after a family member, but in McRae's defense, you only think that because it totally is. No, I've got one more. I'll save that for when we do the thing later. But we should play Pac-Man because I know you've got Pac-Man there and I want to play Pac-Man. Did we get 2-player working or have we got to go head-to-head?
We're going to go single players
Is
and
it?
top score.
Does anybody rate themselves at Pac-Man? Anybody at all? There was a guy around the back saying, was it you? You said you were good at it. Do you want to set the score first and then we'll see if we can beat you? Yeah, you can. Round of applause for that guy who's going to play Pac-Man.
Come on,
Get up here. Don't be a coward. You like games. What's his name? Stephen. That's easy. Perfect. Welcome, Stephen. You're going to go first. Set the bar and then we'll see if we can beat you.
Come on, take a seat.
He talked himself up as being great at Pac-Man backstage 2 minutes ago, so let's see if that's true.
I'll give you that one. Do you want a microphone so you can talk? He's going to give you a lot of trouble, so you might need to give it him back.
You'll be fine. Best of luck. No.
Right.
No.
Off we go.
Yes. No. Good luck.
Yep. Push start
Plus
button.
to start. No. Good. Yep.
Which button am I? That one?
Yeah, you're in. Good. All right. Best of luck. Do you know any of the tricks on Pac-Man? Do you know any of the tricks on Pac-Man?
I know you wanted always kind of circle back, go slide through the side.
Yeah, well, ideally, that's a bad start. All right, 500 points, 2 more lives though. So, are you deliberately setting the bar low?
Yeah.
Teasing them in is a good idea to try and get more of them because you get multiple points. So if once you eat the power pellets, first ghost's worth 200, then it's 400, 800, 1600. So if you want to get big points, you want to try to tease them all near you, then grab a power pellet. That's good. Yeah, you'll have 2 of them on you. Or do that. Or do that. Or just walk into it. 1100. 1 more life though.
I'm going to say
I'm rubbish now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to say I'm rubbish at this game. Then if I do good, I'm happy.
He's got a power pellet. That's new. I mean, eat ghosts for points. Yeah. Go on. You got. Yeah. Good. I wouldn't go for the second one though. He's going to get angry in a minute. But yeah, there's a trick where I can show you on this screen. If you walk Pac-Man in there and walk up there, he hides. So if the ghosts are following him, they don't chase him up there. So you can just sit in there if you want. If they're following you, you run in there and you hide. Top tips.
But I did the same backstage.
I was very lonely.
The Google map, so I'd never actually played the classic basic map.
You're doing good. Cherries are points. Doesn't matter. It's made it easy for me. Who's going to go second, you or me?
I'll go second, and then you can take the victory.
Yeah,
that's the way I see it.
A polite applause, cricket applause, 2,760.
That's it. Round of
Google
applause
Map could
to
probably
Steve.
be better.
That's strong. I liked it. Well,
Cool.
we'll see how you get on.
Let's
Thank
take
you very
that
much. Sorry, you did say you were good at it, so you deserved that.
Yeah. So 2760.
2,760 is the score to beat.
I'm rubbish, so yeah.
That's all right. He's
Let's
made
do
it very,
this.
very easy for you. It's all about ghosts. All about ghosts. In fact, one row of ghosts. What's that worth? 1680. I'm just going to do maths. 24. Yeah. If you just got a row of 4 ghosts, you'd get more than his score in one go. If you got all 4 in a row. That's all it is.
If I got 4.
If you got 4.
If I got 4, I've got to try and get 1 first.
And again, if you remember my awesome, lovely trivia from my book, which is available after this talk, if you want to get away quicker, those alleys on the sides you run quicker through those than the ghosts do, and empty rows you run quicker than when you're eating pellets. So if you want to get distance, eat them. Yep, good. That's good. 17. You're going to beat him. You've not lost a life yet. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, if you can get them all to come back round again, careful, Blue will have you.
Yeah.
Oh
no! Should have followed him.
That was nearly glorious. If you could have got into that pellet, you'd have had all 4, I reckon. So what's that? 2 lives left. 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got this.
Work up to the top.
You're fine. Yep. Is the controller twitching? I'm starting to think it's the controller because of the way you're backing on yourself. Is it all right, or does it steer a bit funny?
It's fine for me.
Blame the controller. I gave you that out. Yeah.
I don't know why I the other. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's orange. He's an orange one. That's all right. It's all right.
I'm beating him so far, so I'm happy.
So any games don't really matter today. It's fine.
Oh no! As I always say, playing for fun.
Are you having fun?
I am.
Okay.
Until I lose.
Yeah, sure. Oh, I see. At least get level 2. That'd be nice. If you can have a little tidy up. I feel bad that I've talked it up so much now, because if I don't beat you, it's going to be really upsetting now. Oh yeah, have a pellet. Have a pellet. Treat yourself. If I was you, I'd just get up the top. Get level 2.
That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, sack it off. Get it done. Very nice. That's level 1. So off. Clean 4,000 points.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last life? Last life.
Last life.
You've got it, mate. Where's Steve? Is he hiding in shame? There he is. He's already beat you. Yeah. 4,000. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, go on. Ah.
I was going to go this side and
cheeky little pellet, mate. Cheeky little pellet. They were on you. Come on.
Should have gone the other way.
That's not. That's good. You got 2. You get 3rd if you get around there quick. You'll have him. Yeah, go on. Yes, nice.
Nice.
I don't know why I'm helping you. I've got to beat you. That's good. Good. I'm glad.
Damn.
Better.
There we are. So 6280. Thank you.
What do I press to make the game start? Because it doesn't
I think
start.
it's just the bottom button.
B.
Whichever.
Oh,
it
A.
is.
Yeah. Okay. It's on a stick, yeah?
Yeah, on a stick.
I regret
I don't
this
know
already now.
if it will work on the other one. I'll let you have an extra life if.
Will you indeed? That's very, very generous. All right. The other thing which you can preemptively steer, so you can push the direction you want to go before you get there, and then he'll preempt it. So he turns corners quicker if you push the stick. Am I going to get away with that?
Yeah, you got up there.
Come on then.
Have them all.
Bit of that. Yummy, yummy, yummy.
2 and a 3rd.
I'm so relieved I've done something half decent on this game. If this had gone badly, I'd have felt absolutely.
If you die
horrific.
now, at least you can go, well, I did pretty good. I got all
Yeah. I'm just going to tidy up on this. It's a bit of a mess.
Yeah.
Can I have him as well?
Yeah.
Get here.
Beautiful.
Yummy, yummy, yummy. Now
Well, you nearly beat my score and you're only halfway through the board.
See, normally, like the live, the live shows I do, normally I'm just commentating. Whereas now, because I've sort of given you grief and now I'm doing it, it just feels like a smug man showing off. It's got a very different flavour to the normal stuff that I do. No, I don't fancy that. No, thank you. Ooh, can I?
Yeah, the orange one.
All of that.
The orange one didn't like
Run away.
you. That's it.
Come on. I wish I hadn't left that pellet up there. That's a pity, isn't it?
Oh, they'll come down there. There we are.
Oh, they're all down there, though, aren't they? That's the, I have knackered that. He's dead.
I'm just going to stop because you.
Yeah.
You knew it. You knew it.
What was it? 6-80? Was that yours?
Yeah, 628 is mine.
Okay. We're all right. I'll tidy up until they get here, and then we'll.
Yeah, you should be able to do it if you can get all of them.
I think so. I want to get greedy now and have the ghosts. There we are.
Yeah, that's it.
Yummy, yummy, yummy. Yes. Cheeky around the
That's it.
top. No, that's a bad idea. Okay,
Whoa,
run away.
One pellet, get
Run
the
away.
pellet, off you go.
I've not beat you
80
yet.
points.
I've not beat you yet.
80 points. If you don't beat me, that's going to be a shocker.
No
There
hands.
we go.
Oh, no, it's not. It's not 10 short. That's a shame. All right.
Close.
I mean, that's just me playing games. So if we just want to stop, then it's up to you.
Oh, you carry on. See how
sure?
far we can go.
You are now
Let's
just
do
choosing to sit and watch me show off a Pac-Man. I'm so sorry, but I also want to keep playing it.
We did go through it pretty quick, so
That's fine. Hello. That's all right.
nice.
I should try to show you that little trick down the bottom, shouldn't I? Because that's quite cool.
Do it on the next level.
You sure when I get to level 3, which I surely will. Well, that strawberry would have been nice, wouldn't it? Oh, hello. Can we do them all?
Oh.
Come on. Get up. Yeah. No, I'm not going to get to him.
You should be able to clear up before they get there, though.
Let me see if I can show you this thing. If I can get them to... That's not the way to do... yeah.
Nah.
That's a shame, isn't it?
You got one
I'll
life?
try to do
One
this.
life.
I got a couple. I got an extra life, I think, 'cause I got 10,000, but I won't do that as well. Let me see if I can tease him in and show... Oh, I finished it. That's my bad. I'll do it on the next one and then show you the thing.
That's what I said, do it on level 3.
Oh, cutscene. There you are. First ever cutscene in a game ever. You don't care.
No. I just want to play.
That's a big
That's
deal,
what I'm here
then.
for. I'll play.
Get through it. You're not interested in plot. Just skip. A to skip. Get
Yeah,
it
that's
done.
the one.
Right. Come on. Someone follow me. Anyone? Can't get killed now. Come on. Come on. There you see, the blue one didn't follow me, so you can just sort of sit there and hide. He's dead.
Yeah.
We'll call that here, but I'm not going to make you clap me. I have finished playing Pac-Man
get
now.
a round
for
of
the purposes
applause.
this.
Got 12,000.
No.
Yeah.
That is it. I mean, people have done like the perfect game on that. That is in no way impressive, but that is Pac-Man. I'll shut up now.
Participation.
It's the taking part that counts.
Yeah.
What do we do now?
What do you want to do?
I'll do whatever you want.
Okay.
It's your house.
We spoke about, obviously, teenage years.
Yep.
A lot of people know you from, obviously, TV. So
some people know me from TV. I'm not trouble in the supermarket on a regular basis, but yes, a few people know who I am.
Yeah. Who knows Steve that sat down? If you don't put your hand up, then yeah.
Do you? Do you really? You shouldn't be watching Go 8-Bit, but they're good for you. Fair play, mate. Thank you.
Okay, so Go 8-Bit. How did you get into it, and how did it come around and stuff?
It was genuinely a total punt. It started off as a live show with me and Sam Pamplon, who's the other team captain on the TV show, and we were doing sketch comedy. We did sketch comedy for about 5 years and got very close to sort of breaking through, but never quite did it. And in 2013, we were meant to be going up to the Edinburgh Fringe Festival to do. It would have been our 4th sketch show. And we got to, I think March is when you have the deadline to be in the programme if you're going up there. And at the time, we'd been given a commission to write a sitcom pilot for the BBC. It never happened, because it never does. But we hadn't written anything. So the only sketch that we had written, we had a song that was rubbish to start the show with, and we had a sketch where we listed different shades of white paint. And the sketch was as funny as your reaction to that now. So on the basis that Edinburgh cost thousands, we chose not to go. But our plan had been, because Edinburgh's a really you'd go up, if you don't know the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, you're there for an entire month and you're doing your show every day. It's a real grind and it can be quite soul-destroying if you have a bad day or a bad review. And so a lot of people organise late-night shows just for fun. So we just figured if we got Josh Widdicombe and Nick Helm drunk and got them to swear at each other while they played Mario Kart, we could charge drunk Scottish people a few quid to watch that. And it was just a bit of fun. We literally plugged in a Nintendo Wii, got a crate of lager backstage, and just did it as a way to let off steam. And sort of, as is so often the way, that then became more successful than the carefully crafted shows that we've been writing for years. So a friend of mine, a guy called Rohan Acharya, who's a big gamer, was working in TV development, and he very kindly threw us a bit of money to develop the show. So we started to run a London residency where he, for 2 years, tried to convince anyone from telly that games could work on telly. So every month we'd craft a new 2-hour-long show with different games. We used to have forfeits in the show, and everybody in telly would tell us they were coming, and then we'd turn up and they wouldn't. And so it was Rob Sedgebeer, who does all the live tech at my live shows where you all log in on your phones and play games with each other. He came on board and started making the show interactive, and when Dara came to that, that's what got him on board. And once you have a Dara O'Brien, you get to do a telly. It's basically how it works. So once we got Dara, they then greenlit the show. So, but it was never in the way we wrote sitcoms or pitched ideas for TV, and that's quite cynical, or that's sort of the career side of it. Go 8-Bit was never intended to be a thing. It was just us giving up at comedy and getting drunk with our mates playing games because we liked it, and then that became the thing. So when we the lesson, kids, is don't try. Just don't make any effort. Get drunk. And play games, and that's how you make a career. You brought him here. That's on you, mate.
So tonight they're all going to be going home, having a few beers, playing some games, and trying to get a job out of it, pretty much.
Yeah, not those two. I feel bad now that I've said it. Yeah, indeed.
Anybody over, what is it, 18? Yeah, that's fine.
I think it's 18.
Yeah, we got to say 18.
Yeah, it's been so long since you've had to know. You're so old.
Yeah. I can't even remember the last time I got ID'd. I think I was 17.
Really?
Yeah.
It's your hair ages you.
Yeah.
No.
Well, it's under my hat. When I take it off, it's like nothing there, so.
Take it off.
No.
Okay.
Okay, so obviously Go 8-Bit stopped.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, cheers. Yeah, no, it did. It stopped.
And then I was being
No,
nice.
it did. No, that was great. I like that. No,
I didn't know how much you want me to say.
No, nothing gets cancelled in TV. It wasn't renewed. Is what happened.
Okay.
But yeah, for various reasons, I've got a new thing in development, which hopefully is gonna be coming on. It's probably gonna be next year now. But yeah, we're working on a new thing. But yeah, Go 8-bit has run its course for various reasons. But yeah. Yeah, go on. I assume there was something more than that, otherwise it was just an insult.
No, well, I was going to go on to. So obviously, you put a lot of time into the Wi-Fi wars thing, and
Yeah.
obviously I see you at you weren't at EGX last year, obviously for reasons.
That feels like it's got a backstory and it hasn't. I just wasn't there.
No, I was like, yeah, I was there. I did it. Oh wait, Steve wasn't there.
No, I wasn't.
Somebody else came.
Wasn't
obviously,
invited.
but you do go to. You do.
Yeah,
the
we
tour.
do. So yeah, Wi-Fi was, if anybody doesn't, and there's no reason you should. We do a live show where this genius, Rob Sedgman, he's invented a thing where the audience all log in on their phones and they can all play video games against each other. So and we've done it everywhere. We used to start it in little venues. We did it at Reading and Leeds Festival in a massive marquee, like 800 people all hung over in a field playing video games. Rob is so good. The show is so robust now that we did it at Latitude 2 years ago. The power to the venue, the cabaret tent that we were in, went. Our show kept going because he's got a UPS that powers the show. So if the power goes, we've got like a massive battery and everybody's playing on their phone. So even when the power goes in the venue, Rob can do his show. That's how good he is. We built that as a live thing. We now do it online on Twitch as well, so people can watch online, and actually you can play the games in the live stream. We beam controls to your phones, and that's everything from Pong to... He's got it working with modern games now, so if we can map PC, a modern... We could get Forza Horizon 4, or whatever the latest Forza number is, send you a controller, and you can play the game that's on the stream from your phone. It's incredible. And yeah, the next thing, every waking hour now, he's scaling the code for... an arena, so there's an event coming up soon where we're going to attempt 8,000 player Pong, where the entire arena all plays these guys. It'll either work or he'll have to kill himself. But it's very exciting watching him try.
Well, the thing is, you've done tried to do little challenges, and it's always succeeded. What I've seen.
Yeah, it definitely hasn't. I mean, the weird thing about Wi-Fi Wars, genuinely, is that no one else on the planet does what Rob does. That's why it's so exciting. But you can't theoretically test what it is. Even we were in a couple of people here were in McCunketh with me, but we literally, the show that we did at McCunketh Comedy Festival is a tiny comedy festival just in a little Welsh town, and lots of nice comedians can host there, and lots of nice fans who can be bothered to do the drive to get there, and people do shows. But there is no venue, there's no infrastructure, so we were doing our show. Is my mic cutting out? A little bit. Can you hear me okay? I'll put it a bit nearer, but if not, I've got a handheld somewhere I think I can grab.
Yeah, we can grab one.
Yeah, fine. But our show, we did 180 seats, which is a nice size, but in the school village hall, like in the school hall. And they had an analog lighting system they bought 30 years ago, which was just destroying the Wi-Fi network. So Rob had to recode the show while we were doing the show to try to find workarounds and change the frequency, the access points we're putting out. So the only way you do the show is by doing it, and sometimes it does fail. Sometimes the show crashes. At the Edinburgh Fringe Festival 2 years ago, we had a power, this was before we had the UPS, we had a power surge in the venue, which blew up Rob's laptop. We'd got a backup, but it also fried a couple of access points. So for 25 minutes, I had to try to be funny and entertain them while he fixed the show and rebuilt it. And there's a video of it on Facebook of at one point a woman in the audience had a ukulele, and so somebody googled me the lyrics to Eminem's Stan, and I performed Eminem's Stan to ukulele accompaniment. so it doesn't always work. Sometimes I have to earn my money instead.
Oh yeah, well yeah, things do go wrong, but I think Rob's a genius.
He
He's
is
really good.
We have our residency at the Royal Institution, which is like where Faraday explained electricity when he worked that out, and it's our 5th annual lecture about Rob. He is legitimately a genius. It's a nice thing about Wi-Fi was I feel weird hyping up Go 8-bit or anything, or even the book or anything I've done, but I can be arrogant about Wi-Fi Wars because all I do is shout. I'm just talking about a very clever man I'm lucky enough to have convinced to give me half of his wealth for the rest of his life. And it's very exciting. Yeah.
Well, he does the tech side, you do the entertainment side, and
my bit's much
it
easier.
Works. Yeah. But it works.
It does.
So where are you sort of going to go from here? Obviously, you're doing the tour. Where are you going after?
Yeah, well, actually, I mean, funny. It's unfortunate. I'd like to thank the organisers for scheduling us opposite the dark room in the main stage. We know John really, really well. We've got a tour in the autumn where it's going to be a double header, so the dark room and Wi-Fi wars. So we're going around the country in the autumn. So we'll do a matinee, which is kid-friendly versions of the two shows, and then in the night we'll do things. We've got a tour in the autumn. I've got the new TV show we're working on. We've actually got, bizarrely, we're developing a thing with Positive, a radio production company, doing a version of Wi-Fi Wars that will work for Radio 4. So it's like because it's sort of a narrative comedy which is performed live over the radio, but the audience can actually interact with it on their phones and receive things and inform the emerging story of the live show that's happening on the radio. So it's sort of like putting pictures in radio through the phones and having so really crazy. The arena thing with Wi-Fi Wars, the book. I don't think at this point there is a medium that you could try to be entertaining in that we're not actively doing something ridiculous with games. I cannot believe my job is coming up with silly ways to hopefully amuse people with video games. I've not contributed anything. I'm just a little magpie stealing nice games and trying to find things to do with them that you like. But
I was going to say,
I contribute nothing.
You come up with oh yeah, let's try this, and then Rob's like, oh my god, here we go again.
Yeah, I have an idea, and then he has to make it. Yeah, he has to invent a new thing because I had an idea. It's good for me.
Well, I love it. I love your entertainment anyway,
and
it's good. So our next section was it another reading we got?
I've got another one I can do. Yep, sure, absolutely. I'll do another bit. Where is it? Okay, yeah, all right. So this is this bit starts with a little introduction to Tengen, who are one of the companies that made a version of Tetris for the NES. And some of you might not know the name Tengen, but you're probably already familiar with the companies behind it.
Can I stop you just before you go? Can I grab the controller?
All right.
Because I'm going to set something up while you're reading that.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Good. You sure?
All yours now.
Yeah, okay, no worries. So this is about Tengen. In 1984, Atari split into Atari Corporation, the home division, and Atari Games, the coin-op division. Atari Games owned Atari's arcade games, but they couldn't sell those games under the name Atari on home systems like Atari Corporation's Atari 7800, because Atari Corporation owned those rights. So Tengen was formed so Atari Games could sell Atari games. Back in the 70s, a guy called Hideyuki Nakajima had managed Atari Japan. Atari Japan got sold to Namco, owned by Masaya Nakamura, and Nakajima was kept on. Nakajima later formed Namco America, which bought 60% of Atari Games in 1985, but when Nakajima and Nakamura disagreed over Atari Games' future, Nakamura got rid of Nakajima and Atari Games, and Nakajima acquired a stake in Atari Games. Neither Nakajima or Nakamura should be confused with Nakayama, which was Sega's Japanese president. So that clears that up. And it's a good job he did. I'm amazed you did that because I'm now going to do a little surprise test for you. So this is my quiz.
Naka something.
Well, let's see. You got 4 questions, 1 point for each correct answer. The first one, who owned Namco? Was it Nakamura, Nakayama, or Nakajima?
Nakajima.
No, it was Nakamura. That's
I
wrong.
might have to get some of your help, actually. I'm going to blame it on you then.
Question 2. Who opened Namco America? Was it Nakamura, Nakayama, or Nakajima?
What are we going with?
Got Nakayama?
Yeah, Nakayama.
Yep, it's Nakajima.
Okay.
Yep. Who could sell Atari arcade games on the Atari Corporation console, the Atari 7800? Was it Atari Games, Atari Corporation, Tengen, or Atari Corporation and Tengen?
What are we going with? And Tengen. The one with and Tengen.
The one with Atari Corporation and Tengen? Nope, the answer was Tengen.
Wrong.
It was literally a piece about Tengen. So that's 0 out of 3.
Yeah,
one last one.
Lot.
That's all right. Final question. The points are there for you. Do you hate this quiz? Yes or no?
No.
No, that's right. That's the correct answer. That is 1 point. Well done. 1 out of 4.
It's
you got the easy one.
I love it.
It's not entertainment. Well, I don't know if it is entertainment, but it's happened.
I'll get a round of applause for you
well
because
done.
you helped me.
Are we going to play Tetris now? Because that's what I was
We
told.
are going to play Tetris.
Right.
Did we want? Are we solo in? Or?
We've got to go head to head. It's not a game otherwise, is it? Yeah. Is this the Puyo Puyo one with the stuff in, or is this? Have I got a controller as well?
We will get you a controller, Bates. Here we go.
One of those 12 controllers.
We'll go with the GameCube one.
All right.
Okay.
Are you player? Am I on the right hand side then?
We shall find out in a minute.
Okay.
Main menu.
Can we do Tetris, not the one with the blobs in, because I don't know how to do those.
Multiplayer arcade.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
looks complicated.
Yeah.
Should we
yeah.
do
Give it a go.
Normal Tetris.
Is it 2-player normal Tetris? You don't know. You're only 20.
He's the one that was supposed to sort it out for me.
Oh, well, fair enough. Well, thank you then. I feel bad now.
It's such
Sorry.
a peaceful day.
I might have to ask him to come up.
There's a lot more narrative in the new Tetris, I remember. This is
I'll just push it A.
Yeah.
That's me.
Push A to skip, mate. Skip,
Something
skip.
like
Plus to skip. Plus to skip. Go all the way through.
Auto skip. I got auto skip.
What's happening? I think
Yeah, get it done.
That's,
Lovely.
Right. Is it? We'll find out if it's not 2-player now.
Yep. I mean, it doesn't look like it is, does it?
No.
It's not 2-player, is it? Is he a 2-player? Swanee's saying no, and he's very clever. He's done loads of games.
No.
So I'll have it.
You
I'll
go
have a
for
go,
it.
and then it's my fault, isn't it? It'll be my turn to look horrible then. Multiplayer arcade, single screen.
That's what I was thinking, but I was like, oh, there we are.
Versus is good, right?
There we are.
Versus, Swanee. Swanee knows. Versus. Yes. I'm assuming that's this thing.
USB is that one. So do you want me to have that one?
Oh, we got 3 now. There's a rogue second player somewhere in the room. This is
Okay.
player 3.
Who's connected? Who's
Games. Where's number 2? You don't
USB.
know, do you?
Okay, back that one out then. Let's
No.
see if we can-
Okay.
well, unless you want 3 people.
Get up here. It's your fault.
Come on, somebody's going to have to come up.
Come on.
Come on, Bates.
Eating your Papa John. There's 3 pieces. No,
You
is
need
it
the
free for you?
wired controller on this side. Oh, you
All
can
right.
sit next to
You
Steve.
sit where you want. It's casual.
Yeah, man.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Is there anybody else I've not brought up here yet? Okay, we'll get Luke at the end. Press A. I think we're in. There are 3.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know which one we are. We'll work it out. Oh, I'm player.
I'm green.
Hang on. I'm number 1.
I've changed mine to Tetris, so I don't know if you need to change
I would
yours.
very much like to do that. How do I do that?
Left and right on the top.
Oh yeah, let's all go just Tetris. I can't do the balls.
I'm ready. Tetris. Normal.
Oh, hang
Okay.
on. Hang on. There we are. I'm Tetris, right?
Yeah, and then A it.
Yes.
A.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that'll do.
Good luck. Which one are you? All right, cool.
Right, who thinks going to win quickly before we start?
Me.
Steve, everyone Steve.
I'm not helping you. I feel under an unreasonable amount of pressure now because I've been very rude to all of you, and I'm very,
Oh,
very sorry.
that one makes it go straight to the bottom. I didn't mean to push that one.
I'll say it now. I can't do T-spins, so if it comes to that, you're going to realise I'm the filthy casual that you know me to be. I should have used that. That's a shame, isn't it? Bang. Yeah. Yeah. When do I get? Oh, there we are. All right. Bang. Does this fill stuff up on your screen? Is it? Yeah, it's good as magic. Yeah, yummy. All right, good.
Oh, beautiful. Let me get rid of all
I don't want that. How do you hold things? Where's hold? I paused it. That's my bad. Oh, I don't want that either. Oh, that's a shame, isn't it? Oh, well. All right. Have a tidy up. Have a tidy up. Well, that hasn't worked. Well done.
It's going rather well so far for me.
We've gone really quiet, haven't we? You can all leave. We've finished. We're just doing this now. Yeah. Boink. Yeah.
So I'm guessing you like Tetris then, Steve?
I like games, but yeah, I have spent probably too much time. I was old enough to have a Game Boy, so I've done all. Oh, someone got a Tetris. No, you filled up the bottom of my screen, you little swine. All right.
I had a Game Boy.
And a Game Boy?
Yeah.
Original?
Yeah.
Proper chunky one?
The big,
Did
the
you?
big thing.
You had it, ironically though, you had it as a backpack or something. You only 20. Yeah. Hollowed it out as a pencil case. What was your first console?
Recharge mode engaged.
PS1.
Yeah, that's the PS1 guy I was on
That's
about.
horrific.
Yeah.
I need to get this done, don't I? It's getting messy. You're doing quite well. Oh, are you out? Sorry, mate. What was your name? Round of applause for George. Sorry, George. All right, enjoy your pizza. There's loads back there if anybody wants some. I think we can pass it around. Yeah. Fine.
You lost. You lose your share.
Oh, I've done it again. Sorry. That's on me. You're doing all right, aren't you? I'm worried now. I'm a little bit upset. Get it done. Get it done. One of us should say words occasionally, shouldn't we?
Yeah, we should. But
Okay.
we're in a bit of a battle.
That's
I'm
right.
like, I would like to win, but I'm probably not. But I'm gonna give it my best.
Have you? Do you play much Tetris? Is this your game? Because you are
no,
doing
no.
all right. You are actually making me work for this, aren't you? It's a bit
Yeah,
unfair.
I'm trying.
All right.
I've got
This is horrible.
some sort of entertainment we got to give here.
Yeah.
People are paid to come here.
Have they?
Yeah.
Are you getting paid? I'm not getting paid.
No, people was in the audience.
Oh, okay.
Not
Sorry.
us.
Thanks for being here.
Oh no. Oh, whoops.
Oh, that's no.
bring it
Yeah,
back with
that one.
that.
I want that one. Is anybody getting really annoyed with us not doing it properly? No, you're all right. It's not too bad, is it? We're doing all right. We'll get there. I can do this.
One of us hit the top in a minute, and I'm quite close.
That's horrible. Oh, good. Yeah, you're in trouble. That's nice.
Yeah, I am.
Good.
I'm completely.
You stay there.
Lost it.
I'm right behind you.
Oh no no no!
Yes, please.
What is
Yes, please. Yes, please. I can't remember the buttons. There we are. That one. I want that one. Yeah. You're gone.
Yeah,
mate.
I'm done. I'm just gonna fill up the top. There we go. Yeah, I'm done.
And thus I look like a dreadful smug man again.
Yes. Well, a round of
Thank you.
applause for the people that actually said Steve as well. There was no doubt about it, really.
Yeah, if you voted me, you do get a slice of pizza. Just go and see our man over there. Help yourselves.
Did you want to have another one with anybody else, or are you happy?
Does anyone
want to
play? You can come and play. He does. Young fella, yeah, come on, up you come. You. Go on. I'm picking. Can we get a fourth one as well, or we just
Yeah,
get three?
let's back out.
I tell you what. You can do talking while we play the game.
That's a good
and then words will happen with someone's mouth hole.
Okay, where do we
Perfect.
go? We went.
Oh, I'll do
You do
this
that.
bit.
Right, let's.
Right. Yeah.
Let's get
Yeah.
people. Come
Yeah.
and sit down, people.
Boink.
Right, there's one
Welcome,
for there,
welcome. Tuck him. What's your name?
one for over there.
Harry. Good luck, Harry. Are you any good at
And
this?
Bates, what controller were you on?
You got the controller as well. All right, good. I think we're all in. So press A.
I got to move. Take the Joy-Cons out. Just be careful; it may go off.
Okay. Oh no, there's just the three of us. Oh, hello. I didn't know you were coming. I'm so sorry. Are you getting a fourth one for him?
Yeah.
That's my bad. Hang on. Don't touch anything. We're going back. You stop it.
There
Just
we are.
wait. Typical kid. You can't have everything immediately. Sometimes you have to be patient. They don't all load straight away. What?
Yeah. To sit down. I'll sort
That's
your
all right.
controller.
You're in.
soon as-
Look, we'll make it work. We'll make it work. He's very good. Oh, here you
There we
are.
are.
Press L and R. Get it done.
I'm gonna stand in the middle.
You in? I think we're all there.
Look half
everyone press A. Are you off?
No.
Oh, no, hello.
Oh, I'm gonna come in the middle. Do
Who
some
hasn't pressed A?
commentary.
There. Yes? Yeah, we're in. All right.
How do we hold?
So
I
you
don't
want,
have a
you, want,
clue.
you want a Tetris. Oh, hold his shoulders.
Oh, he tells me now. Now we've had a game.
I'm not competing against you now. No reason to keep it a secret. Yeah. Oh, they can change when you go in there, but yeah, fine. As long as you get Tetris.
Just make sure it's all Tetris, yeah.
Right, so I'm player one. Which are you? 1, 2, 3, 4. Gosh.
Who's going to win this time? Steve again. Steve, yeah.
Too much pressure.
Anyone voting for any of the others? There's a cut. Oh,
The people that are with the other three people.
Yeah.
I get it.
50% for you, 25
enough.
for these. And maybe I think somebody put their hand up for you, but I didn't see.
I think you're dark horse. I've got my eye on you. I'll be elbowing you and pressing buttons halfway through.
Okay. Player 4, push A a few times.
All right.
There we go.
And again.
And we're in.
I'm not going to talk now because I feel under an awful lot of pressure.
Oh,
You have a lovely time.
Maybe I should try and distract you and start talking about stuff.
Okay. Go on then. I'll take your challenge. Oh, hang on. It's easier on D-pad, isn't it? Let's do that.
I'll let you have a few spins first.
Right.
Here we go.
Just try to look at their
So we're
screens
in
and working
an
out
intense
who's
game
hiding.
of Tetris. Steve is making them go down really quick. Everybody else is taking their time.
Good.
I don't know. I can commentary on Tetris. It's a bit,
I mean,
especially 4-player.
after about 30 seconds, Dar and Ellie used to talk about anything. They talk about what they bought at the shops, what they were going to have for dinner. So,
Oh, right.
you can
Okay.
be as
Then.
loose as you like.
Where are we going for dinner? What are you taking me?
I don't know, what's your budget?
Oh, it's whatever you're paying for.
Oh, is it? All right. It is just a Mackie D's then, I think.
Oh, that's fine with me.
Yeah.
Just
all
a
right.
normal cheeseburger.
Yeah, whatever's on the 99p's. You can have any of those. I don't want that one. Oh, well. All right.
So that's why we're trying to play, or why these guys are trying to play. Somebody's at the top already. Somebody else is near the top. I was right at the end of the game.
Oh, I'm
There's
really.
not much-
Oh, I'm so happy.
You've beat everybody already.
This is better than my wedding.
Unless the guy
Yes.
pulls it out right at the top.
This is
But
lovely.
There we are. We got the last couple of ones.
Yeah, I
coming
made
in
a
at
mess
the
now
top.
though.
One's gone.
Oh, is it? Oh, yummy. Sorry, I feel really bad. That's.
Another one's just about. He's holding in. He's gone, and that's it. It's all yours again. That was
It just
quick.
feels
Yeah,
bad.
round of
Doesn't it?
applause.
You don't have
That's
to clap. It's
it.
not.
Yeah.
That's not okay, is it?
Let him have another go.
You do whatever you want, mate.
Yeah,
It's your
carry
house.
on.
Yeah. Oh, what, these guys again? Okay.
Yeah.
Same
And then we get
rematch.
some more people up.
All right. What time is it? How long have we
I
done?
don't know.
All right.
I'll just keep going until they'll turn the mics off when we're being
Fair
too
enough.
long.
That's like my gigs. Yeah, great. Okay. Fine. Get off.
They normally tell me to shut up.
Oh, I've made a mess of this.
Oh, you'll get it back. You know what you're doing. Yeah, you do.
Got a rough
You don't know
one.
what you're doing. Cool. So while we're going in, so with a book, how can people get their hands on your book?
They can get their hands on the book over there after this, if they want to get a signed copy. Or if you've already bought it, you haven't got to buy another one. If you've got one and you want it signed, then by all means bring it over.
I'm guessing over there means the table that's just over there.
I believe there's a table over there. That was the room. I'm doing dreadful at this.
I'm trying to put you on.
Yeah, I know, and it's worked, hasn't it?
So
Thank you for that.
if you have his book and want it signed, over there, about 3 o'clock, I think we're supposed to finish. If you haven't got the book, you can go and get the book and get it signed. I'm sure you don't mind having a few photos taken.
I don't mind. Leave me alone. Yes.
Well, you're quite far ahead. The guy at player 4 is coming in close. He's about one
don't care for this at all.
behind.
Oh, I've done that wrong.
So what else are you doing at the table? Just some sign-ins, photos, and
Yeah. Come and say hello if you want to have a photo. If you want to get the book, that'd be lovely. Or just come and say hello. You don't have to get a thing signed. You can just talk to a human. We used to do that. Just come and say hello if you'd like to say hello.
I agree with that.
Reminisce on how I ruined this last game of Tetris. You're going to make this the last one if I lose, aren't you?
Oh, I might do. Yeah.
That's fine. Oh no.
Well, if we got time after this, we'll have another game, and then we'll go into some Q&As from the audience. You happy with that?
Yeah, absolutely. Whatever you'd like. Yeah.
So start think of any questions you would like to ask him. I'm sure most of you have some questions anyway, and yeah, we'll do that.
Steve, what went wrong in that last game of Tetris?
Chris kept talking to me. He wouldn't just shut up.
We're nearly there. Here we are.
Well, we got player 2 is out. The others are quite high.
That'll do it.
Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah. Knocked him out.
Are you still in? Is it you?
Yeah, keep spinning them. That's it. Well, the other guy's about 6,000 behind, but he's at the top. So yeah, just stack them. We've lost. You've lost. You're not going to come back from that. Come on. That's it. Well done. Round of applause. That's it. Thank you. Yeah. You all did great.
A pleasure playing with you.
Thank you very much for coming up.
Well done. GG.
And thank you over the far end as well.
GG's in the chat.
Yeah. GG's. Yeah, we are streaming this. So yeah.
All right. On everything.
I believe it's literally everywhere.
On all the platforms.
Yeah.
Does anybody else want to play Tetris?
Yeah, we'll get another 3 people up.
We got 10 minutes, have we? Left, or what time is it? 1:45. Oh, okay, fine. We've got time for one more, and then we'll have a Q&A.
Q&A, and then we're done.
Good. Thank you, Swanee. You're amazing. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, go.
Is that Dad? Is Dad coming in?
Dad's coming up.
You pick. You're in charge.
Your pick. Lady at the front here.
Yes.
Guy at the back over there.
I think, no, you've got 3. Don't mug yourself. There's 3 coming already.
Oh, wait. Stop. Hold up, yeah. Did you pick someone?
I think I picked someone. I pointed at someone at some point.
That's it. Could come up.
Is that all right?
Yeah, that's it.
Hello.
Sorted. Done.
Welcome.
If you did miss out and you do want a game on a stage, yeah, we're going to have some more games later anyway. So.
What do you play next?
Apex next.
Nah.
And then Fortnite.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I love Fortnite.
You going to stay for Fortnite?
No, I'm at the pub. Good luck.
In we go. Oh yeah, they don't know who they are, so you got an advantage again.
I'll wait a second. Everybody know who they are now? Yeah?
Give them 10 minutes.
10 minutes. I love that none of you actually said you got it, just so you could have every second you could have. Fair play.
If it was me, I'd be like, no, I don't know which one.
No idea. You wait, Steve.
First time you played, nice.
Never played Tetris, really?
Which colour are you? The red one? Green? Okay, we'll keep an eye on the green one. See how well he does. You're doing good. So, the other 2, have you played Tetris before? A bit, and a Game Boy. Okay. We might have a bit of a competition here.
You are right to be angry.
Bates, you're getting hate for your console.
This is horrible. It's ColecoVision in the 90s. That's not right, is it? Is that a hand-me-down or? Yeah. Okay.
PS3. Nice.
How old are you? Oh, I messed that up. I was too busy looking at you.
What do you game on now, anyway? What are you gaming?
I'm very, very lucky. So I've got all the toys. So I've got I've got like Xbox, Switch, PlayStation, a PS4, and I've got a PC as well. I don't game much on that. But then I've got a nice little wall of all the other things. I've got NES, Master System, Mega Drive, SNES, N64, and another thing I've forgotten, but all like in a little display thing because I'm a nerd.
Yeah,
Dara's got an arcade cabinet by his swimming pool because he got paid a lot more than me.
Obviously.
Okay. Yeah, you do. Have you? Nice.
Righto. This is actually lasting a while. The scores are okay. Obviously, as you can see, Steve is ahead.
Am I?
Yeah.
It's messy though.
Then player 2, player 4. Oh no, player 3's just come in. Then player 4. Player 4's getting quite high up, and player 3 is. Player 1 and 2 are doing good. And player 3 is out. 3,306. It looks like player 4 is not far off of being out. He's getting quite high up there. And it's a couple more, and is that... Oh, he lost the line, so he's lucky. He's hanging in there somehow. The things are at the top of the screen, but...
I'll do it.
Yeah, get in there. That's it, he's gone. Next. So, player 2, and obviously Steve is player 1. The blue one. And he's just demolished the whole thing. There we go.
Sorry. Thank
That's
you.
it.
Sorry.
Cool, right, so we're going to... Are you having another go? Or,
No, we've got to wrap up. He
We've got
told
Q&A?
you. we got to do a
talking
Q&A,
forever.
and then we've got to do
Okay.
books.
All right,
Sorry.
Let's pause that. Thank you,
Thank
everybody.
you so
coming
much.
up.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
I just keep talking, so...
I like that. Well, I've got a friend here who's really good at Tetris, so I sort of needed to be good, so I really tried much harder than I normally would do.
Well, you did well. Yeah,
thank
you
you.
smashed it on all the games, obviously. But yeah, so we're going to go into a Q&A. If I can get one of the guys with a wireless handheld mic, and they're going to run around and ask questions. So is there anybody that wishes to ask Steve a question of any type?
It's fine if you don't. Oh, hello.
There
All
we
right,
are.
good. Yeah, good.
Luke's going to run around with a mic
Thank you,
and
Luke.
ask the questions.
We heard John Robertson being really loud in the background there. Was he ever that loud in Video Game Nation office?
In the Video Game Nation office. Well, the Video Game Nation office was essentially a cupboard near Chancery Lane, but he was never in. But no, yeah, John. I don't know if I don't, not to plug a thing. I do a podcast where I interview people who do games things. Let's Do a Gaming, and I get people on to talk about things. And normally I prepare quite a lot. I read about them. With John, I didn't even bother. I think in the course of a 70-minute interview, I get to ask him 2 questions, and he fails to answer both of them. John, you just sort of you put him in a place and then just set him off and assume he'll talk until you send him home. So he's not always loud, but he does not shut up. If he couldn't do any other job, that is all he's good for. But he's great at that. Yeah.
Next question.
Straight up, really. What's your favourite game? What would you show somebody who never played games before?
My favourite game. See this chat, like the one that I used to say was Super Mario World for ages because that was my first console with SNES, and that's the first game I completed. And I know some say Mario 3 is better. For me, that's the ultimate platformer is Mario World. Until about a year ago, I'd have probably said Minecraft. For the last few years, I spent. Yeah. Yes. Oh, I love it. A kid just did a fist pump. Yeah. I love Minecraft. I started off playing it solo, and then. A couple of comedians, Paul Foxcroft, who runs an incredible show called Questing Time with comedians doing D&D, but he got me onto a server where other comedians used to play and build things together, and we were playing multiplayer and actually building massive scale projects and stuff. I lost so many hours I should have been being a grown-up, so it was Minecraft, but I've gone off it. I have peaks and troughs with Minecraft and sometimes drift away, so I haven't played Minecraft for a bit, but yeah, so Mario World or Minecraft. Yeah, that's a weird pair, isn't it? Yeah, I've not grown up, so yeah. But Minecraft's good, mate. You're right. Yes, mate.
Okay, next question.
If you'd been a guest on Go 8-Bit instead of a presenter, what game would you have chosen to play?
What game would I have chosen to play? Oh, wow, that's nice. I mean, I was lucky because I was involved in making the show. I got to pick loads of games I wanted to play and have them on it. In terms of games that we never got, we never got to do anything with GTA because they just don't let you use their game. With Go 8-Bit, originally the TV show, the idea was that we would have some sort of editorial content where we'd review or evaluate games, and that would have given us the ability to have fair use on using the games. But in fact, Swanee did, the lovely Swanee, he did all the games clearances for Go 8-Bit. But the problem we had, because the show was purely for entertainment, and we were just using their thing to entertain, we had to get their permission to use it. And I've forgotten the name of the Rockstar are very unhappy with people using their IP, so we never got to use GTA, and there's loads of things that we could have done in that, but they wouldn't let us. So I'd have loved to add GTA, but I never got to. So yes. Which one? I'm not telling that now, but yes. Ask Swanee about that afterwards.
Okay, we got time for 2 more. So,
Hi, just wondering how you found out about all the stuff. I've got your book, and there's a lot of stuff about personal stuff and people on conveyor belts wearing t-shirts. I just wondering how did you kind of research it?
Yeah, well, this is When I got offered to write the book, they literally just it was just going to be, you're the funny man. Oh, I'm the funny man. Maybe I'm funny, but you're that bloke off of that video game thing who seems to know about video games. Do you want to write a funny book about video games? And I did, and I hope you'll enjoy the book funny. But I massively, genuinely care about video games, and I'm fascinated by the history of video games. And so I've read quite a few books, and what I've discovered is necessarily books about the history of video games limit their scope. So they are either about the legal stuff with Atari, or Sega versus Nintendo, or computers, or consoles, or Japan. Naively, I said, if I'm going to write a history of games, I want it to be comprehensive across all of it for that period of time. And it was only in beginning to write it, I realized how much games that is. So what I've tried to do with the book is weave what was going on in, say, the European cracking scene in the 80s, and how they then, for example, bled through to UK publishers, which then got bought up by EA, and how that informed things, and finding the dots that join all of it, and even early mainframe and computer games in the 70s, the sorts of things that, says a game on the IMLAC PDS-1, this is a deep cut, isn't it? Game on the IMLAC PDS-1 in 1973, which was a 16-player, multiplayer, 3D first-person deathmatch played over ARPANET, which was the forerunner of the internet, which they stopped doing because it was using half the capacity of ARPANET to play the game. But they'd made Doom in 1973, essentially, and although a lot of people aren't familiar with Maze, which is what that was called, people like Carmack and Romero were, and they were using computers in institutions and discovering those things. So there is a lot of unsung heroes and a lot of really early development stuff, which does find its way through to computer and console gaming later. So the answer to your question is, I read literally everything ever about games. And I literally got a, thank you, Swanee, I literally got a message from a guy who wrote an obscure article about the 1966 electromechanical Sega game Periscope. It's just a random page on the internet, and he found out I referenced his article in my book, because it's the only place where anybody's worked out who actually invented Periscope, and it was a very important game for various. You'll see if you read it, but the answer is I read literally everything. There's a bibliography in the back of all the proper books, but I read it all, and I regret that now. But I'm very proud of it. Yeah. Thank you.
okay, have we got time for one more, or are we done?
We'll do one more. Is that
One
all right? Zonder's, it's his house. Zonder?
There he is.
Are we allowed one more?
He's hiding.
Last one.
It's about your book. You mentioned a friend and cowboys coming to raid the fridge, but you said you only tell them if you ask them.
So I can barely hear you. Sorry, can you get that any closer?
In your book, you say that cowboys raided your friend's fridge, but to ask you in person about it.
The people that, hang on, the fridge or my parents' kitchen? Which one?
I think it was your friends. You said, I didn't realize it was your parents.
Oh no! Well, I've just given it away then. It was I can't remember the name of the company offhand, but I will give you after. I'll text my mum after this and tell you. But yeah, so originally in the book, I called out the people that did my parents' kitchen by name and the company because they ruined it. And it took 4 months to do a kitchen, and they flooded their house and destroyed it. They had to do it 3 times to get different people in. And I named the company and that they did it to my parents' house. The publisher wouldn't let me name the company, but they also wouldn't let me say it was my parents, which is why it says friends, because they felt it was. The lawyers were amazing. There were bits cut from the book, but the lawyers felt if you knew that it was somebody that did my parents' kitchen, that was conceivably enough for you to find out who they were, and they could then sue me. So that's why it says my friend's kitchen in the book. They made me say, but now I've told you all, so that was a waste of time. But yeah, no, Cowboys.
Okay.
Good last question.
Unfortunately, that's all the time we have to speak to you.
But if you want to ask me anything, I'll be over there. So
yeah, that's what I was just about to say.
Yeah.
There we go. With your Twitch channels,
yes,
just shout them out so that people know where.
Yeah,
where
I'm
to
on everything
see
as Steve from Go 8 Bits. If you want to watch me live stream on Twitter, I make YouTube videos, or there's the book. Keep an eye on my Twitter for the TV thing and the radio thing, and come to a live show. If you want to be entertained with video games in any way, I'm probably doing that, and I'd love to see you there. That would be nice.
So, can I get a big round of applause for Steve? And a huge thank you from us. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, man.
Speak to you soon.